Hey guys, so we're back again with another video, and this video won't really be like gameplay or anything like that. It's gonna be one of those, kind of just information-filled videos that I like to do from time to time. And this one's gonna be about just, Lost Saga hero inspiration. As you know, there's a lot of cool Lost Saga characters. There's a lot of them, but if you're a person that really pays attention to anime and media and that kind of thing, you could probably tell you know, some real similarities between Lost Saga characters and characters from different animes and stuff like that. One of my favorite recently has to do with the Red Riding Hood character that recently came out in Korean Lost Saga. It's not in NA yet. Um, we're gonna take a look at Takia's video. Red Riding Hood with a twist. Obviously, she has like knives and things like that. She's a little different. Um, she's a little different from the Little Red Riding Hood we know. So I think that's pretty cool. She has knives and like guns.
So this is where
She
you
has
take a picture
exploding
of this
apples,
to put behind someone.
which is awesome.
Hold
It's
the
like a
apple
really
until
shank
your
move
light music,
right
put
here. I
behind
think I
someone
like this
and
one.
stun faint them.
So it's like that's pretty cool. She has like an Uzi or something too. But this is a character from Darkstalkers called BB Hood, and this character is really similar. um, I think this is awesome. I think the fact that there's no doubt about it. They definitely drew inspiration from this character. Um, that's awesome. That's really cool. I think it's cool that Lost Saga developers, kind of pay attention. I think this shows a side to them that's really cool. Uh, you know, it shows that they play games. Obviously, and it's awesome. Another one of mine. These are not the only characters that have like really cool things. Or Dark Knight, as you can see, but there's an anime that's really popular called Fate Zero. Oh well, Fate Stay Night, but there's like different versions, kind of like how there's Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. There's like Fate Stay Night, Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works, Fate Zero, and stuff like that. And in Fate Zero, there's a character called um Berserker. Let's just take a look at him right now. Here we go. So Berserker is like, I'm not really sure what this character's about. I don't really watch the show. But this character is a character from, Fate Zero. You can see the artwork, very similar to Dark Knight's. Um, I'm trying to get you what he looks like in the anime. So, okay, so this is what he kind of looks like in the anime. So if you can tell, he looks a lot like Dark Knight, but, the weapon, obviously, is solid. Well, there's a character called Saber. And Saber is I don't know if she's the main character. Like I said, I don't really watch the show. But Saber is like the male character, and Saber has a energy sword, I believe. It's kind of like this invisible. Um, it's like this invisible sword or whatever. It's made out of energy. I don't know if it's practically like it's like almost invisible, pretty much. Kind of a lot like Okay, so this is a good fight. This is Saber versus Berserker right here. So yeah, this is basically Dark Knight right here. You see the energy sword right here. So another interesting thing, just so you got basically the artwork of Saber, energy sword from the artwork of Berserker, energy sword of Saber, but the female version looks a lot like another character called Saber Alter. So Saber Alter is basically, I guess, like a dark version of Saber. I don't know what happened in the show. I don't know. I heard she got taken over or something like that. And this character looks really similar to the female Dark Knight. So let's take, I guess this is an action figure. I guess these are action figures, I guess. So you can see, you know, even like the clothing, like look, it's really similar. It's obvious where the inspiration comes from. But yeah, this is dope. I think this is, cool. And this is not like the only things too. A lot of characters like Tao Warrior based off Tao Warrior is based off the ancient Chinese general Guan Yu. Robin Hood is obviously Robin Hood. It's just like there's these characters that aren't really like something we can identify from history, but they're still inspired. They're still inspired by characters, which is pretty cool. There's this Fate Stay Night fighting game, and Dark Knight fights really similar to Saber in that fighting game too. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty dope. And it's like I say, it's awesome. It's really cool that developers kind of pay attention. I guess it's their way of kind of sneaking the character in the game without having to sign any kind of deal or something like that. But it's cool regardless. You know, I'm pretty excited for Red Riding Hood. But this is basically what I wanted to make this video for, just to kind of show you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching.